stick around because I have some really exciting news to share with you. First, I want to say, please be patient with me as I am learning to adjust my camera according to the lighting of this house. There are going to be, sometimes you will see some lines like in the side of my video because my camera is trying to adjust the lighting and I am learning as I go. I have not lived in a home this dark before. I am using my ring lights. I am changing my shutter speed. I am just figuring it out. So please be patient with me. It is not your phone. It is not your TV. It is me dealing with a dark home here in this part of Texas. This house is dirty. It's just dusty. But honestly, the actual house isn't so bad. It's all of my furniture coming from our last home. I did not have time to dust our end tables, nightstands, headboard of our bed, footboard, nothing, because I was busy packing up to go. So it has been a couple of weeks since I took some time and dusted my furniture. When our end tables were put into the living room, I was like, oh my goodness. And then the sun hit it the next morning and I was really like, oh my goodness. I need to dust these tables. I'm embarrassed that they're that dusty, but a little bit of cleaner and they shined up really well as always. I also use the Swiffer around the bottom of them. I love the Swiffer. Oh my goodness, it picks up the dust perfectly and shines up a lot of my items throughout my home. This house has a lot of carpet, but it also has quite a bit of tile floor. I have tile floor in the entry, kitchen, bathrooms, and I am loving my little cordless vacuum cleaner. It picks up everything on the tile floor, no problems. It's got a little light in the front of it, so it helps me to see the dark areas on the floor. While I was vacuuming the tile, the boys were busy vacuuming all this carpet throughout the house. Cooper got a new toy yesterday. We're calling him Senior Pepper because he had that black mustache on him. Cooper ripped that off, and then you can see that he's digging into his stuffing, and we have stuffing all over the carpet. Poor Senior Pepper. Cooper, do you feel bad that you're ripping apart Senior Pepper? Now, this house has carpet in the dining room, living room, bedrooms, hallways. Yeah, there's a lot of carpet. We're in the boys' bathroom and I'm in here to vacuum the floor next, but I have to show you this. I know this is weird, but I've never seen this before. Okay, so this toilet seat, you just drop it like this. Isn't that the strangest thing? It's so cool. Ours doesn't do that, but the boys' does. So not fair. Tim told me the other day that when he was in our bathroom, he said he almost dropped the lid on the toilet thinking that it was going to catch itself and close itself slowly. I told him I was wondering if they were gonna get used to just letting go of the cover and just having it close slowly, and then when they get into our bathroom, it's like, slam! But he didn't slam it, he caught himself. And I have to remember that theirs, I don't need to lower it down. I can just let it go and it shuts. It is a neat feature. I didn't even know they made something like that. So I probably will be looking for that for our next house, our permanent house. This is what we did to organize our shower area and our master bath. So on the outside, I hung up this hook for my shower cap. You can find these hooks at Lowe's, Home Depot, probably Walmart even. And then this hook is just a belt hook that's normally in a closet, but I use that to hang up my wet hair towel to dry. The shower came with one shelf, so I have my shampoos there. This is like what we had at our other home in our shower, but this one is just, I don't know, the features are different on it than what the other one was. I can hang up my razors. Me and Jason have plenty of room for shelves and stuff, and they come in different colors. I will have it linked below. And then on the inside of the shower, we have a scraper to scrape off the windows every time we shower. And then we have a back scratcher and a loofah, and then I have a loofah over there. Yeah, we like it. The system seems to be working really well. In our little toilet room in our bathroom, it's a good size. And I told Jason, I said, it would be nice to have a small table or something in here for us to be able to set things on, like our clothes when we're getting ready in the morning and just odds and end things. Well, we found this table on Amazon just recently. I will have it linked below, and it fits perfectly in there. It's got 3 tiers to it. So, I mean, you could put magazines, you could put extra toilet paper, whatever you need on this little table. It doesn't take up much space and it's perfect. Another thing that I would like to purchase for this house is another small table for the side of my chair. I have nowhere to sit my computer when I am working. I have to shut it down, unplug it, and put it on the bookshelf, or I tried setting it on the windowsill behind my chair, but it fell off a couple different times, and I'm like, that's it, I'm done. I don't want to take a chance on my computer breaking. Jason had mentioned the other day, why don't we just get a small table for, you know, to put next to your chair, and then you can easily set it on there and then use it. And I was like, oh, brilliant, yes. And remember when I showed you the soaps and stuff were up here and I couldn't reach them? Well, this is what we got through Amazon. It's a little rolling cart, and our soaps and stuff fit right on here. Has like a wooden top. It just rolls right out, and I can reach everything now. So I will have it linked below, but this is a definite improvement in this laundry room. Me and the boys were so excited to start exploring. So we went out a couple different times this week and we went around our town and our area. We ventured into Austin. If you remember, it wasn't that long ago, Justin had taken a work trip down here to Austin, and he got to just drive around and look things over. He couldn't wait to share those with me and Timothy. So me and my sweet guys piled in the car. On our way to Barnes & Noble's, we spotted a World Market. We love World Market, and we were like, okay, let's go in there first. So we headed in, and it was a lot different than what ours was back in our old town. The selection in the store was amazing. They had everything we were looking for. While we were waiting to check out, I happened to look over and I found a rack of aprons hanging up, and I was like, ooh, what is this? So I walked over there, and it is the crisscross apron that I have been searching for a long time. It crosses in the back. You just slip it right over your head. It has 2 pockets in the front, and it comes in different colors. This is like the bluish gray color. They had a tan and a couple other colors, I think brown and something else. But the sign said they were at $19.99. And when I got up there, the girl said that they were marked wrong, and they were actually, I believe they were about $25, but that's way less expensive than what I was finding them online. So I purchased this beautiful blue apron, and I am excited to be wearing this in my videos coming up. After we left World Market, we headed on over to Barnes & Noble's. The Barnes & Noble's was huge. It was a lot larger than our previous Barnes & Noble. It also had a Starbucks in it, which is just so convenient when you want to walk around and drink some coffee. As I was looking, I found a mystery section, and I found this book. It's actually a series, and I'm really tempted to start this series, and it is called The Mrs. Jeffries Mysteries, and they are by Emily Brightwell. They are just a lighthearted kind of mystery book. Then we got to drive in downtown Austin. Oh, I love big cities. I love all the tall buildings. I love the look of them, and they're so pretty at night, all lit up. Not that we were there at night, we were there during the day, so I haven't gotten to see it all lit up yet. But my goodness, the things that we saw while we were driving through there, well, I didn't. Tim and Justin were pointing things out, and Tim was recording while I was driving through this area. But we were oohing and eyeing all the way through downtown Austin. On another day, me and the boys decided to stick closer to home. Well, we were told by Stacy Sly, so thank you, Stacy, about a restaurant called P. Terry's. It's like a fast food restaurant. They have burgers and fries, cookies, and we were like, well, let's go find a P. Terry's and let's try it. So we did. It was good. We were looking very forward to going into an H-E-B. Wow. Huge. I mean, huge. They even had a clothing store in the middle of the store. Their bakery was monstrously huge. They had tons of things to choose from. They have a whole section of just fresh meals that you can pick up for $5 to $7, $10, whatever you're looking for. They have salads, lunches, dinners, desserts. Goodness gracious, it went on and on. And then they also had a section that Timothy was interested in, and it was a fresh sushi area where they were making sushi. The quantity of things was mind-blowing. So I went in with a small list because on the HEB app, it tells you what aisle things are located. And man, that makes it so much easier to find things that I'm looking for. So I wrote down the number of the aisle, we found items, and purchased just a few things. I have been searching for the 100-calorie English muffins. I did have some at our last house, but I only found those one time for the whole time I've been there. I've been searching for them, so I'm glad it was really easy to be able to find these. I needed some couscous, and this is what I found. It's just an original flavored couscous. And then Jason and Timothy are already dipping into these. I told them they can have a few because they do have to go into a recipe. So it's the pitted olives that I have had before with the apricot chicken. That recipe is so good, and Timothy is begging me to make that again. And I also needed fat-free half and half. Once we got in our vehicle after leaving HEB, we spotted a Target. I was like, we're going there next. Let's go to Target. The Target is set up backwards from what we're used to, so it took us a minute to get our bearings and figure the layout out. Once we started walking around and discovering things, we love it. I mean, it's Target. It has all the Target things. And then we ended our day by finding a library. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know me and my guys love going to libraries. This one was a single-story library, and we got our library cards. We ended up not checking anything out yet. And the selection at this library was really, really good. They had books there that I'd never even seen at our old library. The children's section was humongous, and we are really excited and looking forward to going back there one day soon. I also found a nail place. I get dip nail, and I was like, I need to find a new nail salon. And I found one, and the lady that did my nails is very sweet, and she did a really good job. I got a sparkly peach color on my nails this time. I've been doing dark, so it's actually refreshing to have a lighter color. But now I'm on the hunt for a beauty salon because I'm sure in a couple weeks my hair is going to need some more highlights and a trim. The exciting news I want to share with you is we sold our house. Thank you to all of you for your thoughts, your prayers. You guys have been amazing through this whole entire shift in our lives, and you guys have been cheering us on, praying for us, and we cannot be more grateful for each and every one of you. We were busy one evening just tootling around the house doing things. I got a text on my phone, and it was our realtor, and she was like, "You got an offer on the house," with lots of exclamation points. And I was like, what? What? And then it just started the process. So she's like, call me. And it ended up being a very exciting evening. So now we are being able to look for a permanent house, and that is a whole nother adventure. I have never had a word of the year before, and this year I feel that I just want a word of the year, something to hang on to throughout this year. I was talking to my sister Cassie, and she was telling me about joy, and I was like, I said that would actually be a perfect word of the year. So I looked up the definition to joy. The definition for joy is a feeling of great pleasure and happiness. That's what I want, happiness. I'm happy, life is good, but I want pure happiness, pure joy this year. I want to see joy in everything I do. I want to look at positive and not negative. I want my heart full of joy. A joy is a person or thing that causes happiness. I want to cause happiness. Some words that describe joy are happiness, joyfulness, enjoyment. I want to enjoy life. I want to enjoy the moments of life. There are times my life gets so busy or it gets like monotonous and it's just the everyday thing. I want to be aware of the joy that is surrounding me and my life in a day. I think this word is perfect, especially in this day and age when things seem sometimes out of control, that I can just hone in and focus on my everyday little joys that the Lord gives me, and I am excited for Him to be showing me the joys through my life. And that is my word for this year. Do you have a word of the year? If you do, let me know below. What is your word for this year? Don't stop watching now. Here are 2 more videos for you to enjoy. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.